Welcome back. Today I'm going to be drawing Arnold from Hey Arnold. So let's get started. I'm first going to start with a circle, and I'm going to make that circle right about here. And then I'm going to leave some space in between, and I'm going to make another circle over here. And then in between those circles, closer to this side of the circle, I'm going to make a backwards letter C. His face is going to be slightly to the side. That's why his nose is a little closer to this eye. Let's do some horizontal lines coming across. Now, if you want to leave his eyes fully open, don't make the horizontal lines and you'll just make the pupil inside, but I'm going to make his eyes kind of halfway open, and then the pupil is just showing underneath like that. All right, his mouth I'll put kind of more toward this side of his face, kind of a diagonal curved line, and then his head is shaped kind of like a football or a deflated football. So we're gonna have a diagonal line, backwards letter C for his ear, and this line will go all the way underneath. We're gonna stop about right before his mouth, and that's where we'll leave an opening for his neck. We can actually make a little vertical line there. Skip a little space, come across to this side, continue the bottom of his face, and a letter C on this side, and bring this kind of curved diagonal line all the way up and around to here. We'll leave this space open because we're going to draw his hat, his little hat that he wears. So a curved line here, and then we'll make a curved line for the top of his hat. And his hair is kind of parted in the middle here, so we're going to draw a curved line out, and then we're going to make some zigzag lines. So 1, 2, 3, this one's a little smaller, 4, and then we'll bring it back into the side of his face or his head. And on this side, again, his hair is parted, so big curved line out and zigzag lines in, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and bring this back into the side of his head. Diagonal line here for the other side of his neck, and then we'll make his collar, which is going to be kind of 2 curved triangle shapes. So 1 there and 1 on this side. Little line in the middle for the collar of his shirt. And his arms I'm going to make both bent at his side. So these are bent lines, diagonal, and then diagonal kind of in the opposite direction. And we'll parallel that up. Same thing on this side. So it's going to be kind of a diagonal out, diagonal in, bent line, parallel it up. And then we'll make his body. His body is kind of thin, so we'll make a curved line that comes down like this. Same thing on this side. And now we can make his hands. So I'm just going to make a curved line around, kind of like almost like a letter G, and then bring it up. Same thing on this side, from the back, curved line around, kind of like a backwards or letter G, or now kind of like a J on this side, and bring it up. His shirt will extend just past his hand, curved line across, and now kind of his tied flannel is going to be a triangle shape on this side, kind of like this curved triangle shape. Line underneath for the back of his kind of flannel here, and we'll make his legs coming down on both sides. And then his shoes are just going to be kind of some oval shapes that come around and then tuck it underneath. All right, so oval shape comes around and then tuck it underneath. Put some patterns on his flannel here. Okay, and let's give him a detail line in his ear and some detail lines in his hair. Okay, let's add some color to Arnold. I'm first going to start with yellow for his hair. Go around his eye, and then I'll just fill in all of the space in between. Same thing on this side. And I'm just using that broad marker stroke back and forth to fill in that large area. I'm going to jump into a peach color for his skin, and also for the top of his eyelids here. I'm being kind of careful. I did this drawing in pencil, so I don't want it to smudge as I use the marker on the pencil there. So as I get closer to the pencil, I'm just going a little slower around those areas. Okay, I can always come back and touch that up. I'm going to come down here and fill in the space for his hands. Alright, moving on to his shirt. I'm going to make his shirt in green. It's kind of like a teal colored shirt in the show. If you want to switch that up, it's always fun to do, kind of give him a different color to wear. See how that looks. Using the broad part of the marker here, I'm just going back and forth with that marker stroke once again. Okay, now I'm going to use a blue, and I'm going to color in his hat. It's going to be this blue color, as well as his jeans. And now I'm going to go into a red. I'm going to use the red for his collar. And for his flannel down here. Right now I'm just going to use my black marker and fill in his shoes. And with this marker I'm also going to just give it a outline. Outlining really helps the drawing out. It emphasizes all the parts, so it can kind of be more easily seen. Okay, put a little detail line in here. Moving on to his hands. Outlining also kind of can cover up, an area that you've gone out of the lines accidentally, and make it look a little neater and kind of clean it up. So outlining actually does two very important things. I'm going to fill in his pupils. outline the remainder of the drawing. And his hair. There's a really fun part of him to draw. And that is going to be the drawing for Arnold. I'm just going to put some detail lines in his collar. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's a lot of fun to draw. Give him a try. Bye.